like an old train rolling down the tracks. And I'll never change the strings on this old guitar, for they still ring out hope, redemption will be back. Redemption, wash over me. Lead me from darkness to light. Redemption, I'm weary and weak. I've been running to redemption all my life.
My name is Jacob Edgar. I'm an explorer, but I don't search for lost cities or ancient ruins. I'm on the quest for a different kind of treasure, music. As an ethnomusicologist and world music record producer, I travel the globe hunting for the best songs the world has to offer. And I suffer through some of the worst, so you don't have to. I've got a backstage pass to the world's music, and I won't stop until I've heard it all. When most people think of Nashville, the first thing that comes to mind is country music. And this city is famous as the capital of this quintessentially American genre. It might seem ironic that a major metropolitan area with over 1 million people would be the capital of country music. I mean, there's not a lot of country to be found amidst Nashville's office buildings, wide boulevards, and shopping centers. And even though country music is what Nashville became famous for, it's the diversity of the music found there today that has earned it the nickname, the Music City. Indeed, it wasn't in Nashville that country music was born. That would be in the rural communities of the Appalachian Mountains. But as country music's popularity grew beyond front porches and barn dances, it was only natural that musicians seeking to make a living from their music would head for the big city. And what better place than Nashville, home to the Grand Ole Opry since 1925. A live radio and stage show, the Opry is Nashville's most famous musical icon. And every Saturday night, for almost a century, country music's greatest names have graced the Opry's stage. Add to that Nashville's legendary Honky Tonk Row, with blocks of famous clubs such as Tootsie's featuring live music practically 24 hours a day, the majestic Country Music Hall of Fame and Museum, and many other must-see destinations for music fans. It's no wonder Nashville is known first and foremost for country music.
It is the 4,467th performance of the world-famous Grand Ole Opry. Welcome center stage, your guest of honor this evening. 20 years he celebrates membership at the Grand Ole Opry. Tonight, he's a member of the Country Music Hall of Fame. His name is Vince Gill.
Vince Gill is one of country's biggest commercial and critical success stories. He's won 20 Grammy Awards and has sold more than 22 million albums.
Hi, everybody. Nice to see you here. Thank you for coming out.
Gill is now a living legend, and to top it all off, he's an incredibly nice, humble, and down-to-earth guy.
You're one of the best-known names in country music, yet people don't feel like there's a barrier between you and them.
That barrier, that's going to come from the artist, to me. I don't fancy myself any better than anybody else because I play guitar. You know, it's just what I do. There's a guy that can repair cars that I'm envious of because I can't do anything with a wrench, or, you know, it's just a job. It's just something I love to do.
It just so happens that Gil is celebrating his 20th year as a Grand Ole Opry member that night, and most of the show is a tribute to him and his music. Sharing the stage with Gil that evening are his wife, singer Amy Grant, Emmylou Harris, Martina McBride, and many others who have worked with Gil over the years.
And what does it mean to be a member of the Grand Ole Opry?
Well, you get 10% off at Cracker Barrel.
How do I sign up?
The magical thing that happens here is that it is timeless. A weekend here and a night at the Opry. Tonight we're here celebrating me being here for 20 years. And there's people that'll be in here tonight that have been here for 60. It's a very reverent place to me, and I don't take it for granted.
In the morning when I rise, in the morning when I rise, in the morning when I rise, give me Jesus. Give me Jesus. Give me Jesus. You can have all this world. Give me Jesus. And when I am alone, and when I am alone, and when I am alone, give me Jesus. Give me Jesus. Give me Jesus. You can have all this world. Give me Jesus.
The next day, I head to East Nashville, a neighborhood whose diversity, affordable houses, and artsy vibe is home to many of the city's musicians. One of those is Elizabeth Cook, a singer and songwriter originally from Florida, who lives in a little white house with her husband and musical collaborator, Tim Carroll. Elizabeth has appeared on the Grand Ole Opry stage over 300 times. She's also the host of a popular radio show on Sirius XM.
I'm crazy about you, baby, it don't do no good. I tell it to the movie, I in Hollywood. I tell it when I'm sober, and I tell it on the wine. I tell it to the judge, I love you all the time. I'll chase you down that mountain, and I'll chase you up the creek. I'll chase you starting Sunday to the end of the week. Now go ask your mama and see if she don't mind. You got to know by now I love you all the time. You got to know by now I love you all the time.
This is the family wash, and this used to be a laundromat. Now we just come here and we air all the rumors about our families. No, it's a great little neighborhood bar. A lot of musicians hang out here, especially when we come in off the road. We can come here and catch up with other musicians who have just come in off the road.
I don't like suspicion dead in my bed. Do you wanna wonder or do you wanna win? Soon as I start thinking everything is fine, you come up there asking, baby, what's my son? I'll chase you down that mountain and I'll chase you up the creek. I'll chase you starting Sunday to the end of the week.
Your husband is a pretty accomplished musician
He
as well.
is, yeah, great songwriter, a lot of cuts, very acclaimed. And Bones Hillman from Midnight Oil, he's playing upright bass.
I thought I detected an Australian accent.
Yes, he's one of those from the penal colony. But we have a lot of fun. We tour together most of the year, and as a little trio, it's great.
You got to know by now I love you all the time. You got to know by now I love you all the time.
Another famous stomping ground where both Vince Gill and Elizabeth Cook have performed over the years is Nashville's legendary Bluebird Cafe. The Bluebird is a world-famous performance space where budding stars can test their work on an attentive, respectful audience. Taylor Swift and Garth Brooks are just a couple of the famous names that got their start playing in front of 100 people at the Bluebird.
How does someone get to play at the Bluebird Cafe? What's the process?
Well, we have an open mic on Monday nights. Anybody can play. But the night that you're visiting tonight is our Songwriters Night. People are auditioned. We audition people 4 times a year. People will come in. They play a minute of a song for a panel of judges from the music industry.
Ooh, the pressure.
It is pressure.
One song at a time. I'm gonna love you.
So you get 3 songs. That's how it works here, right?
Yeah,
3
man.
songs at a time. And these are all original compositions?
All of them, man.
All right, and you waiting for your big break? I mean, is that what you hope for?
Might
you just-
happen tonight, who knows? One song at a time. Good job, buddy. You too, man.
I'm in Music Row, which is the epicenter of Nashville's entertainment industry. And most of the buildings around here are home to music publishers, recording studios, and record labels, including the label I'm going to visit now, Compass Records.
2 of my longtime music industry friends, musician Allison Brown and her husband Gary West, run a Music Row record label and recording studio called Compass.
Jacob, so good to see you. Welcome to Nashville.
Thank you. Apparently this place has a lot of history to it. Gary, what's the story
That's
behind
right,
the studio?
yeah. This is our little shrine to what's happened here before. One of the Outlaws, which originated in this studio with Tom Paul Glaser, Waylon Jennings, and Jesse Coulter.
That's amazing.
Went on to be
That's a classic.
The first million-selling album in country music. The real Outlaws were here.
That's
you know.
cool.
Yeah, I mean, these guys really turned Music Row on its ear if you think about what country music was like in the 50s and early part of the 60s to what it became, largely because of these guys.
So, where are we going?
We're going to Gruen Guitar Shop, which is the home of the coolest guitars and banjos.
All right, I've heard a lot about this place, actually.
It's a legendary place.
So we're up on the 2nd floor, which is sort of an invitation-only floor.
right.
This is where they keep the really high-end instruments.
This floor is not for bargain hunters, so you'd better bring your gold card if you want to walk out the door with one of these babies. Allison is one of the leading figures in a genre that has been called newgrass because of its contemporary and boundary-breaking approach to bluegrass traditions. American roots music has a deep historical connection to Irish and Scottish folk music, and you can hear that musical connection when Allison and Irish musician John Doyle start an informal jam session. After saying goodbye to Allison and Gary, I head to the outskirts of Nashville to visit another musical couple, Jamie Johnson and his wife Suzanne, who goes by the stage name Iodine. Jamie is a member of the Grascals, a popular bluegrass band that leapt to fame when Dolly Parton asked them to be her backing band.
Who can say that they know Dolly Parton and get it?
Not me.
While they no longer tour with Dolly, she joined them on one of their biggest recent hits, I Am Strong, which Jamie wrote after a visit to the cancer ward of a children's hospital.
I've never had an experience like that in my life, to walk down there and see the hallways filled with these children. And there's a hallway before you get to the lunchroom. It starts with I am, and they fill in the blanks. The kids fill in the blanks. I'm lonely. I'm homesick. There was one that said I'm nauseated. The whole thing in the middle of it said I'm strong.
Jamie invited Ansley McLaurin, one of the children he met at the hospital, to join us at his home and and help him sing the song.
I am tired and I am weak. Sometimes I ask, why me? But I have faith and I believe that I am strong. I have mom and I have dad. I am happy and sometimes sad. But I have hope and I have God and I am strong.
You brought a special guest today also to help you sing that song.
Ansley McLaurin, who's also on the CD with us. She's recorded the album with us, and her name's actually in the CD, which is incredible. And for her to come out here today, her hair's all grown back and she looked so beautiful. She's doing great. She's cancer-free right now. Everything's in remission. It's a huge honor for us to even know her. This is a good day.
I am strong. I am strong. Take my hand, sing my song. I am strong. Take my hand,
Sing my song. I am strong. I am strong.
I leave the countryside and head back downtown to Honky Tonk Row to meet up with one of Nashville's up-and-coming singers.
whoa, whoa. Coffee, candy, seats of sandy in the car that we drove from the South Pier. Hitched a ride with the band and decided to stay for just another year. We get up to go downtown, apparitions in the night. Running round with the sound of your voice and the choice between wrong and right. And I'm running on fumes, trying to make it through, trying to get back to you. I know I gotta make it soon, yes I do.
Even if you grow up in Nashville, it doesn't mean you're destined to play country music. Such is the case with Gabe Dixon, a local singer-songwriter whose sound owes more to Billy Joel than Billy Ray Cyrus.
Red sun sinking sets me thinking about direction, connections, they come and go.
Gabe got his start in the Nashville music scene, playing nightly at one of the city's most iconic honky-tonks, Tootsie's.
The inside, life can be a lonesome dream. Oh, plug it in, crank it up, hum along like a motor in a mad machine.
Sunday, early afternoon, and things are already going here at Tootsie's Orchid Lounge in downtown Nashville.
Absolutely. This room is actually the back room of Tootsie's. The main room is back there.
Where the music is coming from?
Where the music, the loud telecasters. And
A gifted piano player with a unique voice, Dixon was recently hired by Paul McCartney to tour and record as a member of his band.
I met him for the first time. Said, hey, David was like, this is Gabe, Paul. He's like, oh, Gabriel, I love that name, And for like 5 minutes, I was just like, didn't know if I could do it. It was just freaking me out so much. Sure. But he's so good at sort of putting people back down to earth, And it was a wonderful, wonderful experience.
Now the other thing too is you are touring as a member of Supertramp.
Right.
And actually singing some of the lead vocals on some of the tracks too during the tours.
Yeah, my mom started calling me the Forrest Gump of rock just because I end up in these crazy situations. Yeah.
Hitched a ride with the band and decided to stay for just another year. I've been running on fumes, trying to make it through, trying to get back to you. I know I gotta make it soon. I've been running on fumes, trying to make it through, trying to get back to you. I know I gotta make it soon, because I do. Running on fumes, running on fumes, running on fumes. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Running on fumes. Whoa.
About 20 miles south of Nashville is the city of Franklin. Many musicians live in and around Franklin, including up-and-coming singer-songwriter Casey Wasner.
These are like stories, some you remember, some you forget.
We met up with Casey at the Franklin Theater. Casey's been building his following while working his day job as guitar technician for Keb Mo, a contemporary blues star who recently relocated to Nashville.
I met Casey Wasner as a guitar tech. Lo and behold, I found out he's not really a guitar tech. He's totally posing as a guitar tech. He's like a genius, brilliant songwriter, golden voice, golden boy. And when I found that out, I was really pissed off because, like, you know, I don't like people that using their gifts working for me and compromising their talent by being a guitar tech. So he's been given notice.
Yeah. It's time for him to become a star.
Time for him to go. He got to go.
Your name sounds, sun shining bright.
Musicians like Casey being here, you know, is gonna grow, and it's gonna be like country music will always be great, but there will be another realm. There will be like the Black Keys and the Jack Whites and the Kings of Leons and the Casey Wasners and possibly even the Keb Mo's, you know, being here, and that it's a very nurturing environment for a musical artist.
So far, the way you laugh, you won my heart. The little things that you do, I've gotta say. Happy to find you, looking for me and not thinking I'd ever be found in the way your name sounds.
Another side of the Nashville music scene is its bubbling indie rock movement. One of the rising stars is Those Darlings, which has been pegged by numerous national media outlets as a band to watch.
When many people think of Nashville, they think Grand Ole Opry, I don't know, Garth Brooks, honky tonks, country music, basically. What you guys are doing is pretty different from that.
Yeah, I mean, there's a great deal of rock and roll in Nashville also. And there has been for a really long time. It's not just like something that's really new and popped up, but there's just a lot of music in general in Nashville. So you know, a lot of people move to Nashville because of the country music industry, but then you just have a ton of musicians in one town, and it just kind of, all kinds of music spawn out of it, so.
It's become a Music Voyager tradition that we started in Columbia to carry a guitar around with us and have it signed by all of the artists and the crew. Everybody from Vince Gill signed the guitar, to Bobby Blue Bland, to Scott Bomar, pretty much everybody we met. It's really incredible.
Did you something a little better looking off the music highway there.
That is unbelievable. Well, the Takamine guitar and your guitar case are going to help us remember this Music Voyager trip forever, so thank you both.
But I cannot look back now. I've come too far to turn around.
While the styles I usually listen to might be different than what I've heard here, I still bonded with a community that feels as passionate about music as I do.
I'm only halfway home. I got a journey on.
I leave Nashville with a newfound appreciation for the music of America's heartland and a deeper understanding of the soul and spirit of a sound that brings much of this nation together.
But still I got miles to go, and I got a wide, wide river to cross. have stumbled, I have strayed. You can trace the tracks I made all along the memories my heart recalls. But I'm just a refugee. Won't you say a prayer for